playing the drum for 5 years.
And how old are you now?
13.
What made you want to play the bucket?
What made me want to play the bucket is when I used to see my other cousins them play, I wanted to show them I could play too. So one day, my big cousin taught me how to play, and then like 2007, 2016, he taught me how to play, and then on the rest, I learned how to play on my own. And then as we started playing together, I started getting better than him. He just like stopped playing for a little few years, and then when we get together, we be playing, and then when it's all us, we be having fun.
What's your cousin name?
His name is Tyshawn.
You wanted to show them how that you could play because did they ever doubt you?
Yeah, they be like, you can't play. Like they'll call me sad sometimes, but then when we battle and every time, I always win. Then they be like, oh yeah, you did got cool and all that.
Why do you think they doubted you?
Because I was a girl and they thought I couldn't play good as them.
What did y'all think about the drumming y'all saw just now?
Amazing.
What stood out about it?
They were extremely talented. It came all naturally to them, and it sounds like they were just doing it to whatever beat they had going in their head is what they were playing. And all for female artists.
Well, yeah, what do you all expect saying she's the only girl drummer out here?
That's amazing.
I'm a girl drummer myself.
She's showing out. I gave her my last dollar because she was a female.
Here for it.
Support your black people. Yes. Support your black business.
Yes.
Oh, Stain, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Realistic.
You bought this with your money? Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. To mommy from Nari, to mom from Nari. You bought me 3 cards? Thank you. I'm thinking to read the cards. You know how I am with the cards. So pretty.
Which one it is?
This one. Happy birthday to the best. Oh, birthday girl. You bought this?
Yeah.
Oh. What's more could I say? A pretty girl like you can do on her birthday to be any more perfect? Absolutely nothing. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. I love y'all.
Mama, Sally got you something.
It was Sonny.
Mama, how I feel your little daughter with a special gift and talent can be able to make money and contribute to the family and bring money home. So,
Like if I fall short, she'll be like, Ma, what you need? When my daughter first started this, you got to understand, we was in a dog place. Like, you know, we just was coming back from Baton Rouge back to New Orleans. And, you know, we just was dealing with a lot. I was working at Popeyes before and I lost my job. So I was thinking about what could be the next thing, you know, because I didn't want to fall back on anything and stuff, go to getting cut off and stuff like that. Well, I haven't talked to her daddy in like years. And we had just reconnected or whatever. And he was like, well, hey, my sister is a manager down here. Come down here and work at McDonald's or whatever. And, you know, we'll be able to go from there. And I'm like, okay, well, that sounds good. So we moved out there. We decided that we was going to make it work, you know, for the children because both of my daughters is for him. And we moved out there and it wasn't pretty, you know. We went through a lot that was out there and we were dying to come home. We was dying to come home. And it got so bad to where I left them to leave. Our relationship, it was domestic, it was abusive, you know, a lot of verbally words. It was just physically, it was all it was bad, you know. And when I came back home, we came back to nothing. Me and my daughters, we came back to nothing. And my cousin, she had took us in. and she was taking Naira to show her what, you know, kind of what her and her children was doing or whatever. And when we went out there, my baby was like, "Ma, I think I could do this." I'm like, "Girl, go sit down." "No, you can't. You don't know what you're doing." And she was like, "Just let me try. And one particular day I was at work and my cousin took her out there, and she came back and she was like, "Look," and I was like, "Naira, what the?" I was like, "Tasha, what's she doing? What's going on?" You know, like, y'all tell me what's going on, because I never knew what was going on until she was like, Lottie, she actually was beating. And I'm like, okay, and I didn't know how to feel at that moment, because I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if this a good thing or if this a bad thing. But when I seen she loved what she was doing, I'm like, all right.
The experience in Baton Rouge, right? Living with your father. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, it was bad because like being like how he treated us, like he treated us different. Like he had favoritism. Like he didn't really like all us. Like
and what he wanted is what I didn't want. I didn't want to stay there and, you know, not feel like, okay, well, I'm having a baby and I'm really supposed to step up and take care of her and protect her. And that's why I left, because I didn't want be like I was being selfish and I didn't think about my child. So I didn't want to be beaten or anything, you know, knowing that this is my first child. So I left. I was going to state to state. Like I was moving with all my cousins and aunties or whatever, because I wanted to protect my daughter.
And he said when you fell on hard times, when you lost your job, he said he was going to change, and that's how he got you to come back?
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, well, you know, I really want my family. I'm coming out there or whatever. You know, come out here and we gonna fix the shit. You know, like I ain't worrying about you taking Naira away when she was 2 years or whatever. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say I was perfect, because I did give him 5 years, but it's a lot of resentment. Like, you know, I gave him 5 years to step up and he didn't." What he asked you, Kamara? He said, what your daddy told you? He said, "You know who I am?" She asked who her daddy was, and she was like, "You know who I am?" And she was like, "Yeah, you Glenn." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm your daddy." She was like, "No." And she looked at me, she said, "My daddy named Jay." And I guess he resented her from that. Then he would walk around making songs saying, "You my ugliest child, you retarded." Yeah, he pick her up, slam her to the ground.
I think that experience living with your biological father brought you and your mom and your sisters closer together?
Yeah.
Explain how. How do you do it?
Because like now we know, like if something else happened like that, all of us could stick together and help each other, like what to do and all that. And like if something happened like that again, we'll know what to do.
I had any contact with her father as of recent? Or does he know that you playing the drums in the French Quarter and
I mean,
he know
his sister. His sister is very supportive. They auntie Iceland. Yeah. She's very supportive from day one. She always been there for them. I mean, I can't blame her if she did resent, but she never showed them. You know, she never showed that she resented them. Regardless of whatever we had going on with me and him, she always supported them. She always been.
Did his dude ever came seen her in the French Quarter playing?
No. They feelings about him is like, I ask them all the time, because I tell them I don't tell y'all to hate y'all daddy. All I can do is let them know what I went through. And if I even mention them, they just get like, ugh. Like, you know, like, "Mama, no. Like, no, I'm good." You know, like, they don't want any.
You never try to reach out or nothing like that?
After this? No.
What do you want to do as an adult, Nari?
What I really want to do is like teach people music and play basketball. Like I always wanted to play basketball.
Like mama.
You play ball at school now? Did your school got a basketball team?
Yeah, I play basketball and football.
Sure, I tell you, she actually flipped somebody. A boy. She actually flipped somebody. Yes, she did.
What position you play, Naira?
I play wide receiver and tight end.
So you're not scared going out there playing football with the boys?
Well, sometimes when I see people bigger than me, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, you ain't worried them big boys hitting you all in your body and hips?
No, because you know I'm right there and I'm like, okay, you hit my baby, I'm gonna fuck you up.
One time.
Yeah, she suffered with migraines at that time.
That's what I'm saying.
She was catching a lot of migraines to where it got so bad to where she was dehydrated, losing sleep, everything. Like it was, I'm telling you, like she would jump up out her sleep. She would jump and, you know, like one day it was so bad with her to where she used to grab onto my leg and not let me go. And my cousin used to be like, Lottie, you gotta come home. And it affected them a lot.
Did you ever see a doctor for the migraines or get some prescription or something like that?
They told me when we went through all kind of tests and everything, at that time they told me nothing could be done. It's just the process of her not getting the proper sleep and her not getting the eating. Glenari out the school because Glenari fight a lot. And that's something she picked up from the other side, her dad and them. And she fights a lot. I don't know why she feel like she being attacked, but she can't let nothing go.
But that's from trauma. And let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you want to talk to somebody like just about your past, like either like a therapist or like a school counselor?
But they say I don't need it though because they say I could work it out. But
who told you that? Your mama?
No, the people at the school.
No. In the black community, they don't want us to talk. It's like taboo to be talking to somebody to get things off your chest or talking to a therapist or worried about mental health. But that's true, especially with the trauma that you say you went through or that you went through. That plays a part on a young child's mind and their development. So it would behoove you and you too, mama, to talk to somebody to just get it off your chest and go with different ways to work things out. You know what I'm saying? Therapy ain't bad. Now, you down there with all these different people calling them, you hustling down there, which is commendable. But you see, I know you see a lot of weird people, a lot of men dressing up like women, a lot of people playing with the tarot cards, a lot of people practicing voodoo. Do you ever feel like something ain't right down there? You think you see something you ain't saw it or what?
Yeah, like
Tell me about that experience.
Like one day I was playing by myself and I had a big old crowd and I seen this lady. That naked.
That you told me about?
No, this lady she gave me. She was like, you can have it. It was like, you know, the people that read your hand. It was like a circle thing with a stone on it. She was like, keep this and just pass it on or something. And then she gave it to me, and then I got in the car. I said, man, look at this lady gave me. You said throw it out the window, so I threw it out the window. And then that's when like they be having all type of weird people out there, like they be dressing weird.
Let them, and I tell my baby all the time, don't get into that stuff. Don't let them people, you know, none of that stuff is good. All that black magic, witchcraft shit, don't do it.
How does that make you feel working down there? Do you ever feel like it's coming on you, or do you feel any of that energy?
No, I don't feel none of that energy. When I'm out there, like, I just feel like buku, like energy, like, and none of that on skin.
So you feel you're protected?
Yeah.
That's a blessing. God protects fools and babies, and you definitely a baby. How you feel that you could go out, you getting celebrated, you making money, you with your family, you're in a safe house? How you feel as being a young girl in school?
I feel good because like I'm happy we don't gotta deal with that no more. Like every day we in trouble for something, or like every day we hear him fussing saying what we did and what we didn't do. Now we could just get up, have fun, watch TV and all that, like not dealing with that stuff.
You have a special gift, and not only do you have a special gift, you're not wasting the gift. You practice, right, to get good. So you actually taking the gift and sharpening the gift. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like God? How do you feel? I'm gonna let you speak about it. How do you feel?
I feel good about it because like at first when I first started, I thought I couldn't do it because like when my cousins, when I used to play with all my cousins, like my cousin sometimes he'll like take his time and show me like a beat that'll just get in my head. So I play that one beat and one day I get good at it. But then like when I ain't know how to play some of the beats, I feel bad. Like I have to move out the way and let them play that beat that I don't know how to play. But like when it used to be all us, I just have to sit there and just learn and watch sometimes learn how to play that beat.
Like you're gifted. Do you feel like God has given you a special talent, a special gift? And does that make you feel like a special child? Like, you know how LeBron James is special because nobody could do what he do. Certain people are special because they can sing like they sing and all that. Like, do you feel like you've been given a gift from God?
Yeah, I feel like I've been given a gift from God because like no other girl like could play like what I do. Like when I like post videos of me drumming, they be like, oh my gosh, how you learn how to do that? Or some people be like, don't stop, keep going. Like because some people out there don't know how to do what you know how to do and good how you know how to play.
Come out there tomorrow and film. Anything else you want to say? You want to share with the people?
Always follow your dream. Don't let nobody, I'm talking about negativity, tell you that you cannot do nothing you don't want to do. I mean, do it. And if you got children out there that's really doing something that they love to do, support them. I don't care what the nasty negativity is or whatever, support them.
Now you gonna tell me what they put in them chicken sandwiches that made you they made them sell out like that?
You're gonna make me lose my job.